evaluation. And our first speaker evaluator will be Lindsay Straw. Okay, no problem.
Having technical difficulties. There we go. What was the time of Dinesh's speech?
Dinesh's speech was 7 minutes and 20 seconds.
So perfect, right within the 6 to 8 minute time frame. I thought overall it was a fantastic speech. Your goals today were speech delivery, clarity, pauses, and effectiveness, and I think you hit every single one. Your clarity was really great. Your enunciation is very clear and crisp, and you speak at a really relaxed and easy to understand pace. And I'm not sure if Bob picked up on any filler words, but I didn't catch any myself. I thought your language was very clear, and there was nothing that distracted me from your overall message. There are occasionally a few words that you put the emphasis in a spot that I guess is kind of unnatural for English. Like I noticed with the word productivity, you did that, but even with those very occasional words, your delivery is so crisp and clear that it's almost not noticeable. In addition to speaking at a very good pace, you also had some very natural, well-placed pauses that I thought really helped to emphasize your message and to help your jokes land in a way that just felt really natural and really helped the overall message. Your effectiveness, I thought, was also really great. In addition to your very good delivery, you crafted a speech that was engaging and very easy to understand by starting off with that specific anecdote about your encounter with the professor and the guy who distracted you, and then following with your thesis about priorities, and then having some additional anecdotes that were kind of, I guess, more relatable and commonplace that we could all kind of chuckle and laugh at, and transitioning over to talking about Stephen Covey's book. It's something that I'm sure a lot of us have read. So just overall, there was so much stuff that we could all connect with and find a lot of common ground with. So I thought it was just really well structured. The one thing I guess I would say is that a lot of your dynamics and your tonal variety is you don't have a lot of variety. I guess it's kind of in one zone, but I don't find it to be monotone or in any way boring. I think it kind of reminds me of a TED Talk, which I think is a good thing. So, I like that style. So overall, I would just say I thought it was a really great speech, and yeah, congratulations.
Thank you for that evaluation, in which he gave a lot of good specific feedback. Our next evaluator is Jamie Lee. He will be evaluating Al Davis' speech.
Al Davis' speech, My Life in Poetry. And what was the time on Al's speech?
It was 7 minutes and 25 seconds.
7 minutes. So over the 5 to 7 minute, but still within the allotted extra time. He didn't get the stop now card. So when you do the contest, I don't know if they're really strictly timed or not.
I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah, so just something to keep in mind. I thought it was a really well done speech.
Just 50 times.
It is-
Yeah, you lose
okay.
if you go under or over.
Okay.
You disqualify.
Well, I'll get to that. So I thought it was a really well done speech. I think you hit all your goals. You were relaxed. You had really good body language and nice pauses when you were in front of the audience. You could tell that you were enjoying yourself, not just projecting that, but that you really enjoyed words and finding the right words in your poetry. So I thought that was really important part of your goals, and I think that was well done. And you obviously spoke without notes, so that was also one of your goals that was well accomplished. So one thing I noticed, your body language in the beginning was really nice. You came out and you were addressing everybody. And then there was the whole thing with the microphone, and that, I think, may have made you a little bit overtime because you took a few minutes or a few seconds to deal with that. And I'm not sure what the solution is for that, because it's good to have the microphone, but I think it's also an impediment for moving around and talking to people. So I don't have a solution for that, but it's just like to keep in mind. I thought your love of words and poetry was really quite evident, and you found a rhyme for orange, or maybe. And I like that you brought up the idea of muses, some you know, the mythical influences on your writing and on your use of words, and when they appear to you, which is kind of unpredictable, I guess. Great poetry. I really liked all your poems, and there was a certain amount of poetry about your personal life, wives, and also about society. And overall, it was a great poem and a great speech and poems. And I like the way you wrapped it up with that final poem, and that just kind of brought everything to a nice conclusion. So, great job.
Thanks, Jamie.
I have a question for you and the assembled multitudes. In light of current events, do you think the limerick about when Atreus invites you to eat, is that going to land in an offensive place on people?
I didn't notice that.
I didn't think so. I don't know what it means.
No,
Hold on,
it's within,
What's your question?
Say it again. In light of current events, like in Turkey,
Yeah.
are there going to be people
it's
for whom-
satire, right? It's satire, isn't it? It's a sarcasm or satirical humor, isn't it?
Yeah, sort of.
Al, I did have that. I did think about that journalist.
Okay,
It did. It freaked me out a little.
it creeped me out too. That's
Yeah.
why I'm asking the
Yeah.
question.
So that was my reaction.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Al. All right, that brings us to our stand-in grammarian for the day, Peter Ash.
I am standing for mayor.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bob Evelyn.
Okay, I want to start off by saying you guys were great. There was very few interjections, but I'm going to point out the ones that... First of all, the word of the day, I believe Rich used it and Dinesh used it twice. Respectful, I'll accept that too, that's a form of... On the interjection, Rich, I think one time you said all right. Rob, I didn't catch anything. Brandon, you had a like and a so, and Dinesh, I'm sorry, I couldn't catch anything, which is good for you. Al, a like, and I say, inside your poem you had a couple so's, I don't know if you want to look at that. So seems to be the one that's most popular today. Chris had a so also, and Al's had an R and a so. Ravi was good, I didn't catch anything. Harvey, when you're quoting your colleague, you had a couple of interjections, but I'm going to forgive that because you're quoting him, and that's how you perceive him saying that. So I'm not going to count that against you.
Thank you.
Lindsay, and you know. And Jamie, first of all, you did well on pausing instead of saying ahs towards the beginning. Towards the end, you had an R, so and and you said I guess. So yeah, generally very minor errors and very good.
I just have one clarification. You said I had one like and one so. I actually wrote one like and one so in what I had to write.
If you want
say.
that, okay.
And I use the word like as there's a grammatical proper use of the word like is to say like as an example or such as, and then I did so comma as the beginning of a sentence. So
But
I
that's
just
redundant.
a redundancy.
Well, you can
So
decide
at the
how you want to.
beginning.
My job is to point them out. You can decide if you you want to
Okay,
keep it in
okay.
or not.
Okay, all right, I think we got the point, thank you. All right, and now to evaluate the evaluators, our general evaluator for today is Aline
How about the
Zilbrook.
timer? No, timer?
Oh, timer report, I'm sorry, timer report. Peter?
I will keep this very short. Everybody came within the 30-second limit. We only had two that didn't, and they both were, when they were doing the speech objectives. Jamie was 25 seconds, which is, the goal is a minute, so you were slightly short. And Lindsay set a record, she did hers in 11 seconds. So,
Which one?
your
Saying the
objective.
objective.
Your objective. Give a minute.
He didn't have
Give a
that many
minute.
objectives.
So,
Okay, good.
otherwise, it was good.
Thank you, Pete.
Thank you.
Thank you,
I
Pete.
can hear the-
And now we will have